events, and issues shaping our community. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
It's Children's Week on the plaza of the state capitol, and we're here in the midst of it with Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Spiro Canton, and we thank you for joining us. Our guest this hour, Representative Janet Long from the Tampa Bay area, District 51, and we thank you for joining us. Pre-K and really raising the education level of people in the pre-kindergarten process is something very important to you.
It's very important to me. I have filed the VPK legislation the last 3 years in a row, which would have a phase-in of degreed teachers in the VPK classrooms. The data is overwhelming in terms of when these little ones are clearly taught by a degreed teacher, then their performance is outstanding compared to when they're not. And we don't have recidivism. Little ones don't have to repeat the third grade. They don't drop out of high school. We'll have a better qualified workforce. And the military, interestingly enough, has identified this as a national security issue.
Really?
Because they're calling it mission readiness, because so many graduates are not able to pass the test to get into the military.
What seems to be the resistance on that?
Money. It's always about the money. But we could if we invested $60 million today, in year 3, we would be saving over $300 million a year.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
And you're saying that what we're being is penny foolish right
penny
now.
Penny wise and pound
foolish, so to speak, right now.
Absolutely.
So it's a trade-off. And what's been the mood of the legislature right now to make sure something like that happens?
There isn't anyone that you can talk to in the legislature doesn't think that it's a very viable and needed piece of legislation. And they all say they support it, but they'll back that up by saying we don't have the money.
Mm-hmm. Budget is a big issue this year, right?
The budget is a very big issue. For me, though, it's about priorities.
Talk about something else that's been controversial is Senate Bill 6.
Oh, yes, very much so.
I hear from every legislator here that they're inundated with phone calls, inundated with emails concerning this issue.
They are, and it's not just coming from teachers. It's coming from parents, it's coming from stakeholders, people in the business community, and the general consensus is we do need reform in our public education system. There's no question at all that we need to raise the standards for graduation. But I don't believe that we need to do it on the backs of our teachers with no input from them.
And why wasn't that done?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
Very good question. Most of the members that you talk to on the floor will say they don't think it's a good idea, but they still voted for it.
And was it more of along the party lines?
It was, although we had quite a few members of the Republican Party that voted with the Democrats on that issue as well.
Healthy kids also a big issue that you're looking at nowadays, and that's something that's very close to your heart.
It is, and I think, when we take care of our little ones, it just has a very huge mushroom effect into our society, because if the kids aren't healthy, they can't do well in school, they tend to get into more trouble, and as they grow older, they suffer from more expensive diseases.
Just explain what that's all about and how the legislature is involved.
Well, the legislature tries every year to try to put more money into healthy kids programs that will keep them maybe eating the right foods. We had a bill last year where we were going to take all kinds of sugar products out of the public school vending machines. Those are the kind of things that we're always trying to focus on.
Okay, well, thank you so much. This hour's newsmaker, Representative Janet Long from Tampa Bay area, District 51. She's a Democrat, and we thank her for joining us here as we come to you from the plaza of the state capitol with Children's Week in full swing. I'm Spiro Canton. Thanks for joining us.